who the winner is. Now let's move away from football. And a protest erupted at Karura Forest following an announcement by the Kenya Forest Service that a centralized e-citizen payment system will be mandatory for all visitors. Friends of Karura Forest argued that the plan disregards the existing Karura Forest Management Plan 2021 to 2041, recognizing a 20-year-old agreement between Kenya Forest Service and Friends of Karura Community Forest Association.
Friends of Karura Forest FKF, while holding protests on Friday, stated they were not consulted before the decision was made and that before they became co-managers of the forest, Karura Forest was a no-go zone.
Mambo mbaya ilitabeka hapa katika hii msitu, si ndio? Yes. Na hapa katika msitu huu kulikuwa na mambo mbaya, uuaji, ubakaji na hata wizi. Back then, it was not unheard of for dead bodies to be discovered in the forest. Kenya Forest Service was there, or the ministry was there, but nothing was done about it. In one horrific incident, 18 bodies were recovered, dumped within the forest.
Friends of Karura Forest further say that the decision to make it mandatory for payments to be made through e-citizen will interfere with operations and divert forest income without alternative financing for staff.
We were not consulted. Our people reported this morning, as usual, at 6 o'clock, only to find a battalion of KFS Rangers telling them they have no job, they have taken over at 6 a.m.
In 1999, Nobel laureate Wangari Maathai was brutally beaten by police officers for protesting through the Greenbelt movement plans to build offices at Karura. The attack sparked international outrage and led to a government ban on further public land allocation.
Karura Forest is not just a green space. It's survival of a story written in blood, sweat, and sacrifice. Citizens, conservationists, the late Professor Wangari Maathai, the many actors in conservation efforts, some of them here, we see them here, have done all they can at no cost, at no pay. They don't get a pay to save this forest ecosystem.
Asking President Ruto to fire the PS for forestry because he's the man behind all the shenanigans and the chaos that you have seen in Karura. We have coexisted with Kenya Forest Service for almost 20 years. But it is until Gitonga came on board that now we have shenanigans here.
FKF is now calling upon Ministry of Environment and all relevant authorities to review and reverse the decision. They also called upon Kenyans to stand with them to safeguard the forest. Agutu Rosa, KTN.
Let's still stick with that Karura Forest story, and the Kenya Forest Service Chief Conservator Alex Lemarkoko has defended the move to centralize Karura Forest fees via the e-citizen platform. Lemarkoko spoke in Lariak Forest in Laikipia County, where he emphasized that all payments for gate entry, parking and related services will be made through the e-citizen platform.
It's not a takeover, as they are saying. It is basically changing the arrangements of collection of revenue, and no other processes will be changed. The existing administrative arrangements remain. The existing structures of managing that forest, including the scouts, including the various nature trails, and various other installations and facilities inside the ecotourism area, they remained under the management of the Friends of Karura, who are a CFA that is working with the Kenya Forest Service through a management agreement. So we are implementing the management agreement, but we have to make a change in terms of collection of revenue in order to comply with the government directive.
The Kenya Agricultural